Welcome to 100 Days on Minecraft's Worst Server Ever. The Worst Server Ever is a community Java Bedrock Crossplay server. If you want to join the server, check the description. In these 100 days, I want to max enchant my armor and tools, remodel my house and some other things at my base, and get infinite emeralds. Also, more than 99% of people who watch my videos are not subscribed, so if you end up liking the video, please subscribe. Thanks and enjoy the video. On days 1 to 2, I farmed pumpkins and enchanted my elytra. On days 3 to 5, I enchanted my sword at the Enderman farm, and then added mending and looting to it with books. On days 6 through 11, I put torches around my base and zombified a villager. But while doing so, my cows escaped. Then I went to the swamp and found a ton of sheep, and it made the splash potions of weakness. On day 12, I made a god bow, except with infinity instead of mending, using the bows from my skeleton spawner. It had punch 1 instead of punch 2, but I was fine with that. On days 13 and 14, I got end rods from already raided end cities. On day 15, I went to a frozen ocean that I had saved cords for in an old screenshot and mined the packed ice. I got over 9 stacks. When I was about to leave at night, a skeleton shot me underwater, and zombies and drowned attacked me underwater. I frantically used my elytra to fly out, alive but on low health. That night, I cured my zombie villager. On day 16, I removed the zombie trap, harvested my pumpkins, and traded. The farmer buys 1 pumpkin for 1 emerald. On day 17, I put water down at the skeleton spawner instead of scaffolding. On days 18 and 19, I zombified and cured a villager that sells books to eventually get infinite emeralds. Finally, I enchanted my leggings at the Enderman farm. But the M was reset while I was offline, so when I logged in on day 20 at the Enderman farm, I fell into the void. On day 21, an admin restored my inventory. On days 22 and 23, I trapped, zombified, and cured my mending villager that sold bookshelves to get infinite emeralds. On day 24, some of my villagers had escaped while I was offline, so I put them back in. I also sold a mending book for my newly zombified librarian. On days 25 through 27, I zombified and cured the bookshelf villager again so that I could get the price even lower. But it didn't go lower, so I did it one more time. On day 28, it cured and it didn't lower again. On day 29, I flew to a desert and shoveled a ton of sand. Also on day 30, I killed salmon for taming cats and cows for leather for books. I bought tons of mending books from the cured villager and put respiration 3 and mending on my helmet to make it fully enchanted. I also put mending on my chestplate and shovel, after which my anvil broke. On day 32, I tamed another cat on the first fish. Then I went to the Enderman farm to repair my tools and armor on day 33. Then I zombified and cured the villager once more. On day 34, the prices had still not lowered, so I gave up on infinite emeralds that way. On days 34 to 48, I started renovating my house. I replaced the walls with stone bricks, made polished andesite floors, and put chiseled stone by some features of the house. On day 36, I went to the Enderman farm, but when I got out of my boat on the way there, it was glitched and I couldn't move. A magma cube killed me, but I was able to retrieve my stuff. I made a nether-themed portal area in my house. On days 41 through 43, I put lanterns down instead of torches, and used soul lanterns by the nether portal area. I also made my enchantment area out of quartz. On days 44 and 45, I went looking for cows, but I found none on day 44, and I found a single one on day 45. I even found an unlooted ruined portal while searching, before I found a first cow. On days 47 and 48, I zombified a cartographer to get infinite emeralds another way. On days 49 through 51, I continued working on renovating the house. I made the roof out of polished granite and made a glass ceiling in the entrance. On day 52, I terraformed and patched up holes in the ground. On day 53, I was finally done with the roof. On day 54, I bought a ton of mending books for my librarian so that they would sell glass. On days 55 and 56, I added a smithing table, grindstone, and loom. On days 57 through 61, I started renovating my storage room. I made the floor out of polished basalt with glowstone intermixed. On days 61 and 62, my friend Jamlion joined and I took them to the base. Then we geared up to start exploring. On days 63 through 65, I traded for infinite emeralds. The librarian sells me glass, which I convert into glass panes, which the cartographer buys. On days 65 through 69, me and Jamlion explored.
And I killed the golem.
We found a few unlooted villages, in one of which Jamlion died, but it was so close that he could just walk back. We also found a mesa biome with a ruined portal, and a shipwreck with the treasure map. We found the buried treasure on day 68, and on day 69 we found an ice spikes biome, and Jamlion died when he fell off an ice spike.
You have to be kidding! The snow!
On day 70, I made a portal on the nether roof to the ice spikes so that he could come and get his stuff.
There's literally another village.
On day 71, we continued exploring. We found an igloo without a basement and a snowy village where Jamlion died to the iron golem. On days 72 to 73, I made a portal on the nether roof at the snowy village and retrieved his stuff. On days 74 through 82, I made a villager trading hall. I removed the beds, and it was a pain getting the villagers into their right locations. On days 82 through 84, I made and sold concrete powder. I also replaced the chests with barrels in the main house. On days 85 and 86, I continued work on the storage room, mainly the roof. My tools got low on durability, so on days 86 and 87, I went to the Enderman farm to repair them. I dropped my pickaxe into the collection system on accident, and in a moment of panic, accidentally threw an ender pearl and started suffocating. I was able to get back my pickaxe. On days 88 and 89, I farmed pumpkins and got emeralds. On days 89 through 91, I finished my new storage room roof. I patched up a hole from a pond on the way up, and put glass at the very top as a skylight. On day 92, I made a lot of observers, and only ran out of cobble while making them. Then I sold them. On day 93, I mined basalt for the floor of my storage room. On days 94 through 97, I made the walls of my new storage room and finished the floor, also adding a red carpet down the middle. I made the entranceway out of black stone. While working, I discovered that there was a lava pool 1 block under the storage room. On day 98, I upgraded my silk touch pick to netherite and put mending on my shield. Then, I dug out where my ice pathway would go. On day 99, I put the ice down and the safe exit area at the ends of the path, so that no boat glitches could happen, like when I died to the magma cube on day 36. And finally, on day 100, I went out to find an ocean for kelp, but I instead found a jungle, and in it I found a parrot which I tamed.